Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Mystic Games. Today we're going to be talking Northgard, and we're going to be talking the Owl Clan. So I'm going to be doing a little Owl gameplay here. They are the Lore Clan, as I always like to call the Boar Clan should be the Lore Clan, but they are not the Lore Clan. The Owl Clan is the Lore Clan. They are a Lore Clan in a very weird way, so let's go into why that is. Forests and other sources of wood provide lore instead. It is used to build and upgrade buildings, so essentially your wood is replaced with lore. So that makes lore and anything that provides lore extremely useful. What I will say, and you obviously have no control over this because the game is generally RNG based, having a lore stone, like the one that gives a 10% production bonus, like within 2 tiles of your territory, is really nice to get one, because obviously it gives you a lore advantage. Anyways, the seed of Yggdrasil on your main zone can train up to 3 Norns to explore, build relationships, and produce lore on neutral mystic buildings. So you can actually go into neutral territory with your Norns to get lore. You're generally going to want to run pretty much three Norns as soon as you possibly can, because they're going to provide you with more lore, which provides you with more wood, which allows you to build quicker. Knowledges are unlocked through a unique tree and built as branches of the tree Yggdrasil. You can place in any ally or even neutral territory. Very cool mechanic. Knowledge in their territory benefits the clans you have favorable relationships with. You can choose between 3 different war chiefs. Each one does, essentially it focuses on one part of the tree, which is either economics, resource, it's kind of the same thing as economics, right? It's war, economics, and then more of I don't know, I think both the trees are kind of economically based, so you'll see what we get there when we get there, but it tells you down kind of what each one's considered. One's called military, one's called growth, and then the other one's called production or wealth. So they consider growth and wealth different. I think they're both very intertwined. As you guys can see with my gameplay, I tend to focus on wealth and growth trees first, and then I go to the military tree. The tree is set up differently for them because it's built like branches, but it is essentially the same thing. The clan can achieve a unique victory, which is the Realms Unleashed. And deer and fish do not provide food, but happiness. So you really want to have fertile soil around you in the start. There is no guarantee, depending on the map, that you will have fertile soil, which can be a detriment to this clan as well. So let's hope in my playthrough I get a thing of fertile soil, and maybe if I'm lucky enough, I get 2 things of fertile soil nearby, because I'd really like that. At 200 fame, Norns scout 100% faster, and once your town hall is upgraded, they can explore enemy territories. You can place branches of Yggdrasil in enemy territory as well. 500, zones can contain an additional branch of Yggdrasil. Owl knowledges can be placed twice, so essentially anything that's a owl-specific knowledge can be put down twice, which they have one for fertile soil, which is really nice if you have 2 things of fertile soil. Upgraded zones grow a forest and attract deer and fish, and they provide more happiness, and upgrading a zone now costs 50 lore. So normally the best thing you can do is to upgrade your zones, then build your relic, and you will kind of get free lore cost for them, because you already have them upgraded, and then you get all the bonuses. This is their lore tree. It's, the branches of Yggdrasil. It's supposed to be the world tree here. So you have different ones. This is the one that gives increased production on fertile soil. I actually wish this was a little higher. This is like a 20%, to be honest with you. You have terraforming. Your clan benefits from zone passive effects. This is nice for snatching up resources. Your clan periodically reveals resources of the faction owning the zone and gains resources for every 100 in their stock. It also decreases consumption. Passively collects ore in the zone for your clan or a favorable clan in the owning zone. This is really good for gathering or in stuff in a zone that you don't own, essentially. When placed in another clan's territory, you have access to one of their unique knowledges. That's nice to have. Normally you want to, drop it in an ally's base that has a good one. Hypnotic Spores unlocks a trade with Northgard. Your clan improves their relationships with any faction or clan that the units in the zone, neutral and wild creatures in the zone have a 20% defense, malice, and will never attack your clan. So they just become weaker to your military units. Already read that one. Heal all units in the zone outside of combat. If another clan's territory, your clan gains 25% of their military experience. This is actually really nice, even if it's not in an enemy's territory, to have, because you can put it on one of your, linking territories or far territories that links you into the neutral zones or enemy zones, and you have somewhere to fall back to and heal up, which can turn the tide of battle in your favor. If you do hit-run tactics, that is. Obviously, hit-run tactics in PvP are a lot harder than they are in PvE. Most of my examples are done with PvE. Each lore production building and forest in the zone provides its owner military 0.25 defense, and your clan units gain 15% bonus attack power in the presence of units of the zone's owner. Relations between both factions cannot deteriorate. So they have a very unique tree. They have a lot of different lores. I would arguably say they have more different lores than most clans do. And we're going to jump right into them. So you have the War Chief. Oop, there goes my Pokemon energy, as you guys probably can tell by the sound for anyone who plays. I'm glad that popped off right when I'm doing a video. She gains 5% attack power bonus, 5% growth per knowledge unlocked, and this one gains increased production by 1 for each wealth knowledge unlocked. So pretty solid there. I usually like to go with the wealth one. Seed of Yggdrasil makes Norns. We already talked about that. Norns they're pretty much scouts, but they can also do additional collection of lore. And then you have the branches of Yggdrasil. They can be put down. That'll be unique, and I will show you that when we get there. And then they can also summon a giant guardian of the realms. So we're going to get going here and jump right into it. That was a little bit more of an intro than normal. Alright, we're going to build a house first. We already have our scouting stone. Men cannot be assigned to this building, just so that you guys understand. Now, as always, you generally want to do 2 scouts initially. It's just helpful to... We do have fertile soil, looks like, so that's nice. We actually might have 2 things of fertile soil, which would be really nice. Can't tell, though. It's hard to see. That might just be grass. This does look like fertile soil, though. Always make sure that when you're running your units, it doesn't matter what clan you are. For scouts, you want to move them manually and kind of force them to move. Alright, well, this doesn't count as a territory that's nearby. It's actually taking longer. We have steel access and ruins immediately. That's pretty good because it's going to give us a lore boost, which we're going to want early game. We do have fish that will provide happiness. We might have double fertile soil, which would be really nice. I can't tell. We do have forest. Forest here provides lore, which is nice. That's 2 generations of lore. Plus there's stone on there, so that's a nice tile. We're going to run them over here. Fortunately, this has fish, which will provide happiness, but it does not have any other food source. I was hoping that these little weeds here were fertile soil, but I was wrong. You might not have any fertile soil. Oh, there we go. We do have fertile soil. Alright, so... Can you both go here? I don't think you can, right? No. That's what I thought. You're going back. Get our food up and going. We're We're going to want to build a military camp. Pretty much, we're going to build food first, then we're going to build military. We're already gaining extra lore from our Norn, but it would be nice to get more honestly, like, we might want to connect with our ally up here to steal his too. We also want to colonize this just to get the lore out of it. It does have our steel too. Alright, I forgot we had to have a female. This clan plays weird because you need lore to build, but you also want lore to use in your tree, so you're essentially deciding on what you think is most important. Now I like to build food first. I don't think this is the optimal way to play, but I do like to do it, so that's generally what I do. Now we just spent our lore, as you guys saw. It was like, hey, you can build you can get a lore, but then I was like, well, I need to build a building, so my lore is gone. Unfortunately, that's how the clan works. That's why it's a good thing to find a source of additional lore as soon as possible. I'm actually going to probably run up and steal my allies' lore stone until they decide to take the zone, if I'm able to do so. Their biggest weakness is they need... We're going to have our men be our workers because our men cannot be Norns. Let's get up here and make us food. You can go back here. We're going to want a military building next. I also do want to get like the passive stone construction going on. We are going to connect with our ally, but we're going to start over here. I only get 50 lore from that. This gives us an increase in food production, which brings us up from 16 to 18. Honestly, if I destroy this, I don't know if I get it back. I've never... So normally, when I played this clan, I play in Conquest, and in Conquest they get roaming branches for their unique tree. You know what, guys? I'm going to save game. This is going to be a weird, awkward thing. I'm going to save game, and I'm going to... Oh, God, I can't spell out. I'm actually going to destroy that, because I just want to see what happens. I want to see if it lets me rebuild it. If it doesn't, I need to... Okay. That was a learning process. Sorry about that. I will try to edit that out. It was very short, but I will see if I can edit that out. I was intrigued to see if I could actually destroy that, if I would get it back. Now, I will get another option to collect another one of these when, or use another one of these when I get the fame bonus to do so. Taking the happiness geyser would be really nice for this clan. Pretty much taking anything's really nice for this clan. It would be nice if we had a lore stone, like one of these circle of stones nearby us. I don't know if we're gonna. That's what we're hoping for, though. It'd be nice to have one. I know one's not here. It looks like ruins. But it'd be nice if we get one like here or something. Alright, we need to be building buildings, so I'm not doing anything here. So we're going to build a military camp. Now, I'm going to do a short on this, because I do want to make a couple shorts for Northgard to get new people in to watch my videos. I think that'd be very helpful, but there's different clans kind of do have different starts, but for the most base clans, you want to build military. There's a couple different builds. You can have lumber mill, house, happiness building on your main tile, or you can go full military. A lot of people like to go full military as well, where you go training camp, axe throwing camp, and shield bearers camp on your starting camp. I prefer to do brewery if I do not have a forest nearby that I can immediately take. I will normally build a lumber camp here first, and then I will build a second lumber camp on a forest later if I need to. That's how I tend to build. I also like to build food silos and healer huts on one of my food tiles, but I do not recommend building houses on your food tiles, as when you get the rat event, it's very bad. Do need to build this. You're female, you're female, you're male. I'm gonna run one of my... I'm gonna have to set up an additional Norn in a second here, because I need to start getting help from more lore. I don't want to be lore starved with this clan. It affects my... pretty much affects everything for me. I need another house, apparently. What is this tile? 1-3? I know the enemy's over there. I can't use that anymore. That's unfortunate because they took it. That was literally the tile I needed them not to take, and that was the one tile they took. Weird they didn't take the forest first either. Normally as a player I would take the forest first, then the food. That's just in theory I can't drop it there because I already put one here. So we put it here. I'm pretty sure it does start mining for us. It does. Now mining, at least for me, it seems that it does stack with miners, so if I move the miners over here after, they could actually benefit from this branch. But obviously putting the branch down into a neutral zone and then collecting the stone is a solid way to get some stone. We're maxed out on food right now, so that's good. We're not starving. I want to start clearing... We're going to want to start clearing zones because we're rich, essentially. Prefer my males to die if I need them to. This is probably next. I will take it after winter ends. I don't know why, I just haven't played in a while, my mind isn't there. Not a good idea to put military into people into military when you're in the winter. We can build a house here. It's going to get turned into probably gold after this, just because. We can also build another mine as soon as we get the lore for it. We'll build it over here, and then we'll send these guys right over to mine this stone. And then we have the stone from here as well that we're getting very, very slowly. She gives us additional lore. The reason I like her early on is because additional lore equals more buildings quicker. You can always change them for a lore cost. I tend to not do this in the early game as I need the lore bonus. We want to get that up because that's going to be ending shortly. There's my Norn over here. We're going to want to take this territory. I believe Norns make less than what I would make if I colonize it. Let's test that theory. You want to make a... I was going to say you want to make a food silo over there. It was 3. Now it's 3.6. So yeah, you want War Masters as soon as possible, which is what I thought. We do want to take this territory as well, which we have the resources, might as well take it. Where's my other axe thrower? Alright, my guys are done working. Let's get them out of there. And let's get our mine back. The resources from our mine back. We can use them elsewhere. Let's start getting our gold set up. This is probably the next thing to get. Although we are getting a healer's camp set up, so we're pretty solid. Now, what you guys saw me do with I didn't really show you guys very well, but I put my miners here and had them stop here, and they immediately start mining, even though they're not at the miners building because they're already set up as miners. I just want to mention that because it's important for min-maxing. You're going to get more value if you travel them right to the edge for whatever they're working on if they're already that classification, because they'll get right to work normally. Let's get our double gold up and going, then we're going to get our food silo up and going, and we're in a good spot. I think we're pretty much ready. We have our military, so we're good there. We can get this. This is going to give us more lore. Unfortunately, we don't have a good option for... It's the enemy. I actually almost want to take their forest here, too, just to get the additional lore. This is actually a good spot to take anyways, because then we can build a military tower here. And they're pretty much boxed in by the Wyvern over here. So we're very well protected if they don't. We're going to send our Norn over here too. We have another Norn we can send. We're going to be done exploring. I'm going to let my allies do the rest. Okay, he is hitting my war chief. I was hoping, just making sure. You're going to hit the ruins, and then you're going to come up here, and you're going to double down on this circle of stone. Okay, they won, which is good, because I was a little nervous when I looked away that they weren't going to win. We're going to go with Oversight. I always like Oversight. But I am a defensive player. That doesn't mean it is the best. And we're going to reduce the cost of our food silos. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should go for Ruin Stone first. This clan kind of does benefit from that. Yeah, we're cool with that. I'm okay with that. Now, you can only have one branch on each zone, as you guys can see. That's something to keep in mind. Let's move these guys back over. Let's take that. Where am I under attack? From the fox. Makes sense. All the circle of stones are around my ally, which is hilarious. Not the best start that we could hope for, but it is what it is. Okay, so I do want to say this to you guys. I do like the ambiance change of the the fact that we have like weather and stuff, but I don't like it when I'm recording simply from the fact that it makes it harder for you guys to see what I'm doing. I wonder if I can turn that off in the graphics in future videos. But we're gonna go... I actually prefer not to have a branch, but we will take it because why not? Technically, this is, well, this should really be used, in not one of my tiles, but... There. We do want... Did we ever build our food? Did not. Wait. Oh, the upgrade cost. I thought I was misreading that. I was about to be like, what's happening right now? Why am I not getting that? Oh, I'm at max. I didn't even realize it's at max pop again. Move you there. Where's my other sheep? You're going over here. That is the one downside to the branches. You actually do need to have zones set up for them. See, the carved stone's actually nice for this clan if you have a circle of stones, because then you build it there. It's nice for anybody for lore, but it's extra nice for this clan. You do want to get their relic up and going as well. Relic is super helpful. Where is the one that gives me this one? We probably want to go there. Probably here and then there. Good. I think we can just let this naturally be taken and we're fine with that. I do want to take the geyser. I do want to... I probably want to come over here, take this out, and then build a tower to block in our enemy. I think that's probably the best defensive thing I can do right now. This is really annoying me when it keeps popping up. Fortunately, I don't always just want to spend resources. I can go over here. Well, we don't have the building upgrade one, right? Oh, we do. For some odd reason, I thought this clan didn't have that. We do need the happiness building as well. Built that yet? We're honestly probably just gonna build another house here, which I normally don't like to do, because I'm desperate for housing. This will reduce firewood for the winter. Not that we have firewood, but you know what I mean. Gives us the happiness. Do you want a food silo here? Get the upgrade, then we'll go there, and then we'll go there. I'm gonna start upgrading buildings here. Alright, if the enemy takes this territory, we need to fight them. We're gonna build a tower here. Where's... Here we go. Here. God, am I out of territories right now? Too many branches of the Yggdrasil. Too many. Yeah, we're going to take this territory, build a tower, and then we're going to invade here and take this one. Once we are militarily strong enough to do so. Let's upgrade this. But that's kind of good because the kobolds are actually protecting my Norns. Probably want to build another warband building. Start getting our relic because we do want the relic. Anything that has fish or deer is actually helpful. Forests provide an extra bonus, so getting forests is nice. I find it hilarious that we had no circle of stones near us. We did get a forest, which was lucky, but our enemy has 2 forests, which would have been nice for us, and our ally has 2 circle of stones. So out of all, like, just the random spawning, it's just funny because it was like, didn't really get the best spawn. So I always find it amusing when I usually record for you guys. I tend to get almost the worst situation for every clan I play, I feel like. At least ones that have specific needs, I should say. We have the money, we might as well upgrade all zones here. Going for that next. Big max. Yeah, you're good. You know, with the relic here. I'd rather pay gold for upgrading my zones and not more. Where are our burning buildings? Our food building burning is not good. Let's fix that really fast. We do have a penalty from a house right now. Say we upgrade food first. And then we'll do a house next. And then it will be... Let me... Where am I? Probably my undefended territory next to the foxes over here. That would make sense. We do want to upgrade both these zones once the relic is complete. Put you 2 in the back. I don't think I saw anyone to actually build that stuff. Oh no, I did. I sent one person over there. Let's send another. You're both probably going to become warriors anyways. Here comes the darkness again. Here comes the abyss. Alright, let's see how we're doing. We can upgrade our house to get rid of the negative happiness debuff. We're going to get a bunch of happiness once the relic's done, so I'm kind of not super worried about happiness here. You're going to become... We don't have the money. Oh yeah, we got to upgrade our... Oh, I forgot about that. Gotta upgrade our houses real quick, or the gold buildings. Now we're rich. Everything is okay. They don't get the, no they don't. That's what I thought. They unfortunately do not get one of the nice... They get the trait one instead, and they get this as a unique. Alright. Now I do want to make sure I have a decent amount of people that can fight, because I to... I'm gonna start invading this next door neighbor. I don't want them to take me out when they're able to reach me. So just gotta make sure that that's not gonna get us killed. Once this is done, we can extract this and move it to here and get free stone, or we can extract it and move it over here to get free stone. And this is our ally zone, so this would actually be nice. We could use it to get our enemies wood as well, or wood, get his stone as well. Let's get this. I prefer not to put it there, it's not defended. This is technically probably a worse place, right? It's actually better to put it there, I suppose. Let's build a tower here. You're gonna go build a tower over here. Everybody's happy. Towers galore for everyone. Once this is gone, we'll move you. Could get better steel going too. Upgrade our farmers probably first, just to help with food production and merchants. So we can always buy food if we need to. Watchtower's done. And somewhere where you can actually be productive. Likewise with you. I'd like you to go somewhere where you can be productive. Do we need to upgrade this as well? There we go. Relic will go here. Now the relic's gonna spawn. Upgraded zones will have forests, so we'll get a bunch of extra lore from that, and then they'll get deer and fish, which is a 0.5 in happiness. So pretty much what's going to happen right now is, as I gather gold, I'm just going to start upgrading every zone I can, so that all that extra, as soon as I drop the relic, it will turn all my zones into essentially lore farms, and they will produce a ton of happiness as well. Realistically, upgrading my brewery isn't really necessary with this clan, just so you guys know. I just like to, you know, kind of do it because I have the means to do so. I would have loved to have had another fertile soil territory next to me. Didn't run that way, unfortunately. So let's see here. All my zones need buildings. Not that they need them, but I need to start getting them upgradable. So they serve more of a purpose in a second here. Not that one. That's upgraded. That's upgraded. That's upgraded. This is now upgraded. So this would be next. Let's just build housing, I guess. What, do we need anything else? Not really. We'll build a house. And then we'll build a... I tend to favor axe throwers, but I don't... We'll just... Alright, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So we're going to drop the relic, and it's going to make happiness and deer appear, and all these zones that I upgraded will spawn trees. Maybe we wait. I think we should wait and do this one first. I don't think it's necessary, right? We only... well... yeah, I think we're okay. And we watch it grow. Growing trees, fish spawned over here. We get deer here too. So your happiness goes up. Didn't really go up that much because Now we have a bunch of fish, and we have deer, and a bunch of zones, so happiness went up. We also have a bunch of additional lore because of that. Fortunately, I don't have... Oh, why did I put that there? You wanna, oh my god. Oh, I messed up. Oh, you actually do lose the lore from destroying it. I did not know that. You can just upgrade. Oh, okay, so this is actually useful. You can actually just develop a zone without having maximum buildings there by spending lore. I did not know that was a feature. So there is a benefit that you don't need maximum buildings on the zone. I'm sorry. We do want to do this. Tool improvements no longer cost iron if we go there. We gain 1 food, 1 wood for each 100, which doesn't help us because we don't have wood. And then we have 1 happiness for every 3 zones with a forest, swamp, or fishes. This would be super strong because we just get free. We get free happiness, but we already get a ton of happiness anyways. Like, every 3 colonized zone, we'd probably get like 3 happiness from this, which we don't need. But that one's probably the most helpful, is the boar one. Let's, I think we're gonna go with the iron one, simply because then I can just keep making stuff. I don't have to worry about collecting iron anymore. It just costs money and we're rich. Right. Could have actually upgraded our we do want this one as well. But we can pretty much win right now. We are at the means to do so. All I need to do is start pushing and I can conquer our enemy here. Would not take a lot to do so. Increases the attack power of our axe throwers. We are mostly an axe thrower nation. Go spin your axes around. I cannot even do that because I don't have the wood, which is funny to me. We are going to start raiding our buddy over here, just because it's going to be fun. Look at him hard at work making his relic or something, probably. Kill them all. Take out his woodcutters. We're gonna just take out all these people and then run back and heal. Well, that was a bad time for that proc. They really need to not have that pop up on your screen. And here come my militia. We're gonna move them up to this tile. Strengthened. That's weird that they, I don't know. I find that strange. That you can, you have to destroy them. Now, in the conquest mode, you can actually just you can move them, because they get legs. It's weird, yes, I know, but they grow legs and can move around. That's funny that they just sent more builders back. upgrade. Oh, we can't. We need steel for that. Just buy it. One, it's fine. We're gonna send the energy tank to the tower. We will actually build this one here because this is going to be our run back to zone. Obviously, once the shield bearer storms this tile, we'll run in and take everybody out. Hey, stop killing my shield bearer. Go back and heal, buddy. We have another axe thrower. We're going to take the town hall next. We pretty much won in 50 minutes. The Owl clan is extremely powerful, by the way. As you guys can see, like, once you start ramping up, you ramp up extremely quickly. Compared to most clans, you just don't need as many buildings and stuff. They do have, I shouldn't say it's a negative start, they do have a harder start in the sense of, as I said, like, there's obviously ways to optimize. If you have circle, I call them ruin stones, circle of stones, you get them, these are called ruin stones. But if you get like a circle of stones, like right here, you get a forest, you're off to a pretty good start generally. It's greatly helpful to have those things. Alright, we can win, and we're going to win here. We're going to take the final thing. We have a ton of lore. We could just drop a bunch of branches, but we're not going to do so. As you guys can see, one other negative is that you need to place branches, and sometimes it's hard to have zones to place branches in. So, there is a cost to moving branches as well, as we saw. But overall, once you get, you know, you're going to kind of hit critical mass, as I said, you're just going to win, so it doesn't really matter. We're probably going to win before we can upgrade our axe throwers. Alright, we move here, so if any workers spawn from the town hall, they immediately get taken out. The computer also built his training camp here, which means anytime he sends anyone to come to actually become a warrior to defend, he's going to have to run through us. Yeah, the enemy did not build properly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the content here. As you can see, every zone, because of the relic now that is upgraded, has a forest. If it has water on it, it became fish. And it added deer, which can boost our happiness. And we just get a ton more lore. So, totally worth upgrading your zones. Really, I should be upgrading everything. I'll let you guys kind of watch the play-by-play here. I don't have too much else to say about these guys. Having forest and circle of stones nearby are extremely helpful, as long as having fertile soil. If you get really lucky, you have double fertile soil, you'll be really well off on food. I was well off on food, and I didn't even have access to another fertile soil. You also get a bigger stockpile because you're able to build double food silo, which I normally would recommend you do, and I do recommend you upgrade your food silo, which I didn't even do, because I wasn't paying attention, I just thought about it. But yeah. Owl Clan, pretty powerful. Not even an optimal start, I would say. I would say an okay start. I did get one fertile soil and one forest, so not a horrible start, but it would have been nice to get a circle of stones. I have played before and gotten essentially like a forest, circle of stone, another circle of stone, like really nearby, and 2 fertile soils, and it was just like, it was just heaven. It was super easy. Probably went smoother than this ran did. That was a while back, but I feel like it was a pretty smooth sailing for me then. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Been a little slow on the content. Been doing a ton of work or a ton of overtime at my actual full-time job, so fortunately cannot just be on the computer doing these, because I wish I could. Alright guys, have a good one, and I will catch you in the next video. Later.